Welcome to Trussville Today. I'm Brandon Dawkins. Well, everyone knows when the weather gets hot, local honey is a hot item. So today we wanted to give you a closer look at one of the city's newer beekeepers.
Tucked under some trees on the side of her property in Trussville are Bobby Roper's bees.
My dad and my grandfather were both beekeepers, and so I've been around beekeeping my whole life, but I've never actually done it myself. About 3 years ago, I have an uncle who gave me some hives, and so I thought, well, I'll give it a try and see how it goes.
Beekeeping has grown in popularity because of the importance of these little pollinators, and probably because everyone loves the sweet result.
I think maybe because it's organic. A lot of people eat local honey and it's supposed to help with allergies and that kind of thing. So a lot of people like it because it's organic. People are just looking for something to do outside. I know I love to be outside, and they just want an outdoor hobby.
Bobby started with just a couple of hives.
I just have 2. A lot of my beekeeper friends have many.
But she keeps bait hives nearby. When her colonies get too large, some of these workers will move out.
If the hive gets too full, each of these boxes are called a super, and so you have to keep adding those supers on to the top, and they're empty when you start, and they fill it with honey. And as they fill it with honey, if all of those are full of honey and they don't have a place to produce any more honey, they will swarm and go create a new colony somewhere.
Okay. To learn everything she needs to know, she belongs to the Jefferson County Beekeepers Association.
Here's something interesting. The bees do something called the waggle dance, and they are at the entrance of the hive down there, and they literally do this dance that directs the other bees in the hive the distance and the direction that they can find nectar.
It's the nectar that produces jars of sweet honey.
Well, I don't really produce a significant amount. Last year was my first time to harvest, and I only got 1 gallon. But I'm a new beekeeper, and so you have to start slow. It takes some time to build up your hive, and I'm not quite there yet.
Okay. And yes, getting there does in fact sting a little.
I get stung often. I was in them yesterday, and I was stung yesterday about 3 times, and yes, it hurts. And that's the #1 question that I'm asked as a beekeeper if I ever get stung. So yes.
Welcome back to Trussville Today. I'm Brandon Dawkins, and for the city update segment of our show today, we're back with, of course, Mayor Buddy Choate. Buddy, thanks for being with us today. I had noticed that the development near Calumet has really started to move along. I thought you might want to start with that today. Tell us what's going on there.
Be glad to. That property's been zoned commercial for years, and the developer finally broke ground on it with the other good things going on in Trussville. He moved forward with his project. He's got a couple of tenants that have been announced. Metro Diner, one of the new locations, is coming to Trussville.
Oh, wow.
And Chicken Salad Chick, which is also a very popular restaurant.
It is very popular.
Yeah, and he started the process. It's going to be a beautiful design. It's going to fill a void between that transition zone from the shopping center to downtown, and we think it's going to be a great fit for us.
Those are 2 popular places to eat. We just keep getting better and better options.
More
here
choices.
In Trussville.
More choices is what people want. Exactly.
Updates on any other projects going on?
Yeah, I did. I met with our engineers yesterday on our Valley Road project to connect to the Pinnacle Shopping Center, and it looks like week after next that bid will be going out for bid. And we'll award the contract in July, and then we hope to be digging in August on that road.
And remind people what that road will do.
It will connect Valley Road, which runs parallel to I-59, and it'll come up to connect at the shopping center where the former H.H. Gregg was located. Right. We've already got the road in, and it'll give people a better access to get to the shopping center, not only to get there, but to leave, and hopefully alleviate some of the traffic on Highway 11. And speaking of H.H. Gregg, I know the Urban Air facility.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, they're moving right along. They've done a lot on the inside, and they've not given me a target date of when they're going to open, but they plan to be open this summer. We're very excited about that.
That is exciting. Yeah. Well, I know there's a new face in City Hall these days, too.
There is. Tuesday morning, the city, we hired our first finance director, Melody Salter. Melody comes to us from Homewood, where she was their finance director for 8 years. Prior to that, she worked at Vestavia for 6 years. She has ties to Trussville. Her children graduated from here at Trussville High School.
Oh, great.
And we're very fortunate to have her, and she's coming in and really in a time where, Lynn Porter has been with us for so long and done a fantastic job managing all of the finances for the city. We felt like this would take a little pressure off of her, which she welcomed.
Right.
And we're just fortunate to have someone like Melody to come out here and take that part off of Lynn, but yet move us forward with our finances for the city and looking at the big picture.
Because that really is a crucial position in guiding the whole council in good decision making.
Absolutely. And coming in this year, getting ready for our budget for next year, she'll get her feet wet in a hurry. Lynn will be there to assist, but she's already made some inroads with some of the staff there, and so we're looking forward. It's been a great addition to our staff.
Well, that's a great update. We welcome her, and I know that lots of people will be getting to know her as well. Anything else we need to cover today?
Well, I do want to say, we did have our official ribbon cutting on our Greenways project a couple of weeks ago, and it went over very well on the bridge, and it was a beautiful day. And I've been on the trail many times, and I know you have too. And people are enjoying that. Our Parks and Recreation has just completed the state track meet recently. It was a success, had over 500 kids here for a Saturday for a track meet. We got a lot of good projects. Our downtown project is moving forward with our entertainment district, as we talk about. There's a lot of moving parts, but we're still committed to breaking ground in October at the latest of this year, and we're pretty excited things that have happened since our last visit.
Well, I know everybody is excited about all of those changes, and so thanks as always for this update. Yeah. And when we come back, we're going to take a closer look at what the Trussville Public Library has to offer all summer long.
Trussville's local choice for real estate services is Brick Realty, located in the heart of the city on Main Street. Brick Realty has been #1 in sales in Trussville during 2017. They've also been #1 in sales in the surrounding area, including Springville, Clay, and Pinson. For quality and knowledgeable agents, turn to Brick Realty. For more information, visit brickrealty.com. The Trussville Library Summer Reading Program launched this week.
From there, it's going to run about 2 months, give or take. It'll go right to the end of July, and we probably have 2 or 3 programs going every week. It's about twice as busy as it's been in the past.
With an overarching musical theme, the library's goal is to keep kids reading and having fun with several program opportunities a week. In exchange for keeping up with reading logs, kids will capture prizes. Of course, they can choose from nonfiction, but
you can also read fantasies or adventures where you get to go run along with elves or follow with dragons and stuff. So it keeps them thinking, it keeps them motivated during the summertime. And also we just put out the summer reading list, so it is preparing them for next year in school as well.
Any educator will tell you how important it is for kids elementary school age to read during the summer to be ready for the fall. But it's also important for teens.
If you don't read, you lose your speed. You build your speed and you build your vocabulary by reading. So they've got to read, they've got to expand their knowledge, and they do that even by reading fiction. So they need to keep reading during the summer.
By reading anything from magazines to their school summer reading list, teens will earn the chance to bid on prizes such as a new Kindle Fire, movie tickets, various gift cards, and Red Mountain Park passes. There's more programming for teens, too, with some happening on Saturdays or in the evening. Iron Giant percussion, Steel City Sound, ukulele classes, robotics, and Irish dancing, just to name a few. But when it comes to picking books, encourage kids, regardless of their age, to pick their own books to find what interests them.
That's what makes it fun. Once a child finds their niche, their genre that they really love, they'll read.
you.